Hi everyone, happy Mass Monday. It is week 111 and we are going to be making some double vintage book page pockets. Okay, so I have picked out a few different varieties of book page and I will probably double mine because of the fact that it's vintage page, paper, and it does tend to tear easier. So I don't think I did that in the first video. I made one right now with this Barbara Cartland. I have a lot of her old books, and they have kind of the natural yellowed edges and stuff. And even her paper, even though it's not gonna rip, but it feels thin. So I'll probably double that as well. Let's get started. So all you're gonna need is your book pages. You're gonna need some glue, and you're going to need your scissors, some background paper because we are going to back these with something from our scrapbooks. You could also use fussy cuts, like you could use some of your larger, like I have these larger adverts of Tina's, which would be a cool backdrop, for one of them. Not this particular one, but I mean, it could be a cute backdrop. If you have any just background stuff, like, let's see, like this one wouldn't matter as much to cover it, but see, so you've got that little cool. So if you have any larger pieces of fussy cuts, like I do, I have actually quite a few, like this one, and and I've got them printed out on cardstock, so these are just examples, not something I'd probably use offhand right now, but just here by me. I personally am going to use some 6x6, and I also have cuts from my new pads I showed you guys, or if I haven't posted it yet, I'll show you guys in my haul video. I took a couple pieces and cut them down, and I'm going to use some pieces from here. Okay, so let's get started. Super easy. Oh, I also I thought these might be fun, is to just do some stamping with words, or even some swirlies, just for fun. So I'm going to count out 4 pages, and I am not going to make it this wide, of course. I'm going to grab my paper cutter here. I love this thing. I'm so glad that I got it. Oh my gosh. I am. It does make my life easier. Okay, so I'm going to make this one, say 5 inches. Let's do 4.5 on the height. Okay. So I could probably make 2 out of this. And I'm going to trim off the edges. I don't want them that wide. So I'm going to make the width 4 inches, I think, for this one. I can't make them any bigger than like 5 inches anyway, because of the fact that my journals aren't that big. So, okay, so your first step my first step for this is going to be to glue these 2 together. So I'm just going to quickly, you could probably use your glue stick for this as well. I just have this glue right here, so I'm going to use it. Try and pull that over so it's even. Looks good. So that'll make it a little bit stronger. I have a feeling I'm going to make a mess. Pardon me if I seem a little shakier than normal. I am very tired. We had a big day today that I'll tell you about in a little bit. Not a big day, but a big day for me. You know how I am. I'm a homebody. And I did not sleep good. Oh my gosh, you guys. I had one of those nights where I was up most of the night. So I am really tired and a little bit shaky. And so I apologize for that. There we go. Oops, that one is uneven. and it's too late. Oh well, we're gonna make it work, make it work. So we're gonna put those together, and I found that the easiest way to do this is to just do them together, and you get the even fold you want. Otherwise, I don't get an even fold. If I don't, you're gonna use your corner and go straight across. Okay, so these are gonna be your two pockets, like so. Okay, and we're gonna glue this down. These are easy, easy peasy. I originally saw them with Tina. I think she saw them with like that lady, what's her name? Viramonte or something like that. I can't remember her first name right now. I apologize. I haven't heard her name in a long time. Is it Miramonte? Viramonte? You all probably have heard of her. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead real quick and douse this with a little bit of Lovely Distress ink so that it's already done and I don't have to mess with it later. Let's see. Just make my life easier, right? Yeah, it's definitely better to do like a double on these vintage book pages because I can feel a real difference from what I did before. And you know, they're opened and stuff, and so they're pulled on and stuff when people are getting in and out of their pocket. And I personally, oopsie, I would rather see them, now I'm only going to do the top on that one because, well, maybe a little bit on the sides, because not much of it's going to show. It's going to be the back one. So you don't need to worry about doing the whole thing. Like so. Okay, so we're going to glue these together. You could also, if your paper's flexible enough, you could also take the back one and bring it up a little bit higher if you wanted it to be, oops, I'm out of, sorry about that, out of, if you wanted it to be a little higher, like say you wanted it to come like that instead of up high, you can, we're going to actually either trim it off or we're going to fold it over. I'm looking to see which way I want to do that. I think I'm going to probably fold it over. I didn't do that in the first video. I think I trimmed it off. But I did it with that other one, and I think it gave it a little bit more strength. So I'm just going to take this and fold it over. It feels a little bit stronger that way. Okay, so there you have it. And then you can just distress your bottom area here. And now we're going to get our background. And now this, you're just going to, you know, cut it alongside. There's my skizzies here. So depending on where you want it, you can bring it down so that your pocket has, you know, some height up here, or you could take it up to the corner and have it that way. I think I'm going to bring mine down a little bit so it's a little bit taller. And I'm just going to trim this along the bottom here and be really careful that you don't cut your pocket open, of course. And then this one, I think, did I do that on the video? I don't even know what I did on the video, to be honest. I'm going to do it so that I can cut this easier, because I'm right-handed, so I'm going to take it like that. It'll just be easier for me than trying to angle that from the left, and hopefully I'll go straight. Remember how straight I used to cut? I feel like I cut more and more crooked lately. There we go. Okay. So there is, yeah, we'll trim a little bit more off of this. It's a little bit uneven. That's okay. I'm going to glue it down. Oh, it might not be. Wait. We'll glue it down first. How's that? So you're just going to run your glue, of course, along your back here. And then sit it down. I think these are really cute and give you that vintage vibe, and they're easy. Super easy to do, so, which is always Easy's nice, right? We like Easy. And they look so nice and old-fashioned. And this paper Courtney chose is just like perfect for old-fashioned. Look, I think it looks like a lot like the wallpapers, Victorian wallpapers. There we go. So there's my first one. And I do think I will round off my corners at the top and finish that, make it look a little more finished. And then hit it with some Distress ink, so of course everything matches. I'm going to pull this camera a little bit out more, okay? So I know that I'm making you dizzy, but that way I'm in your sight. And I'm also going to do this and wipe the camera off because it's very possible that it wasn't clean there. Okay, I've had my phone in my hands all day and out and about, so there we go. I hope you guys like these. I think they're kind of fun. All right, let's move on to the next one. Oh wait, let's do this real quick because I wanted to show you my idea. It's not a big idea, it's just a little idea, but I thought, you know, it's always fun to do a little bit of something pretty, you know. Let's do we want to do words on this one? Yeah, let's do that. Just a little backdrop. Probably should do this backdrop first before I come along and do anything else, gluing all this stuff to it. That would probably be a better idea. But still, you get it. And we're still going to decorate it. So the words will just come popping out from under stuff. Okay. Let's do a music sheet one. This one, I'm just going to fold this over and cut it or break it apart probably. I don't know. Let me see, maybe I'll use the edge of this. Just snip off that edge, really. That does make it easier. Okay, and then we'll glue it together. I think I'm gonna make this the front. We'll see if I end up, when I fold it, if it ends up being on the front, but I'm so shaky today with my glue. Okay. If you don't press it down, then when you pick it up, you can kind of move these around and make them even. When I fold this, I'll have to remember to fold it backwards on this part because I like the treble clefs to show if I can get them in there. That's what I'm always trying to do when I do music sheets, if I can. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Cool. All this corner's jacked up. Oh well, it'll be on the back side. So I don't think it'll matter too much. How about gluing the paper and not the desk? That's a novel idea, right? Cordy's taking a nap after our big day out. And he's so sweet, you guys. He really is. He's very kind to me. All right, there we go. So now we're going to go ahead and do our fold, and we're going to do it in the back way so that we can have those treble clefs showing, like I said. This one's a little more deep than the other one. I guess I could almost get this even over here. Yeah. This one's going to be really deep. Oh, wow. I guess I got those a little bit too close on the... Yep. Okay, so... Yeah, I'm going to have to really be careful when I glue these. They're not going to be very far apart in the back. I'll just fold up enough. It'll be okay. Yeah. Cool. Let's see. Let's do a different color. Let's do walnut stain, shall we? I'll have to spray this one because it's a little bit dry and I cannot find any walnut stain. They did not have any Tim Holtz inks at my Hobby Lobby. At least the Hobby Lobby I'm going to now. I'm hoping they're supposed to be building a Hobby Lobby here in Casa Grande where I live. Woohoo! I'm so stoked about that. I hope they are. That's what the rumor mill is saying online about it in our town. Like, we have a Facebook group. And yeah, that's what they're saying. So we'll see, right? That'll be fun stuff. All right. Now, okay, that was going to be the top one. I'm going to go ahead and refold this correctly this time. Right, across the bottom. Here's my... What did I do with it? Did I throw it back in here? Yeah. I actually put it back where it goes. Good girl. Now, if you glue your bottom first, and I did notice this when I was playing before I turned the camera on. If you glue your bottom first, then you can just open it up like so and glue it this way. I did not glue my thingies down, did I? My folds. No, I did not. Let's do that like really quick. There we go. Bring this up. Glue this down. There we go. Awesome. I love anything with music paper. Oh, I just do. I grew up with music, so it's very, very nostalgic for me with my grandma and my mom and singing and playing piano. And my grandma was a concert trained pianist, and my mother was a pianist, and not like my grandma though, but she could sing, and so we'd always sing around the piano. It was awesome. So music, just sheet music has a, even though my grandma never followed sheet music, my mom did. My grandma played by ear, and she absolutely hated to follow sheet music. She could. She was trained to do it, but she didn't like it. She was very much a by ear player. There's that one. Now we're going to pick, let's see, do I want to, I think I want to use one of my little 6x6s on this one. I almost bought another one of these because I've used up most of my faves, but, oh, that's pretty. That would look nice, right? Yeah. Me likey. Okay. It's my last one, too, on that one. Okay, so again, we're just going to, I'm just going to eyeball this like I do, and I'm not going to cut any of the top off. I love the flowers showing. I think they're beautiful. So we're just going to have it like that. What time is it? Yeah, these are pretty quick, right? Again, I'm not going to make too many. I no longer mass make and mass produce stuff and try to outdo myself and see how many I can do. I know we used to, I don't do that anymore. I've got too much stuff, you guys. You should see the totes. I have a tote and a half, and these totes are a good 7 or 8 inches deep, and they're like 3 feet by 2 feet or something. And I have one that's stuffed to the brims, and the other one is halfway full. And it's all of undecorated ephemera we've created in our mass makes. So yeah, this is just, I love this. I love making stuff with you guys like this. And I don't know, I love the idea of, you know, always creating fun things in mass quantity, especially for those of you who are just starting out or don't have, you know, as big a collection, or use your stuff up as you create it in journals. Some of you like have mad skills at making journals really fast, and yeah, that's the one thing I've got to get back into my skill at. I've been like actually contemplating watching videos of how to again on creating my journals, because it's been so long since I've done one. It's been, I think, a year maybe. And when you get away from it, you kind of, I mean, it's not like I've totally forgotten or anything, but it's, yeah, I don't have it in my brain, in the forefront of my mind anymore. You know what I mean? Let's do a dictionary page. Oh wait, let me see, what else do I have? Oh, you know what? I'm going to do a Cartland. I love these Cartland pages, and I'd like to have one with hers. So I'm going to count out. That page is torn, so I'm not going to use it. And this is a half sheet, so I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to tear these off here. Her books are very clean. They're romantic. If you've never read a Barbara Cartland novel, I used to read them. I have a huge, actually a pretty huge collection of these. These and what's the name? Jane Eyre. Jane Eyre? Is it Jane Eyre? No, Jane Eyre's the book. You know who I mean. Can't think of her first name. Oh my gosh, I've got a massive collection of her books, and I can't think of her first name. Gee whizzle sticks. I am tired. That's gonna drive me nuts the whole time we're on video. You know that, right? Okay, so we're gonna put these together. I know one of you is gonna be like in the comments telling me who. Please do. I'll probably have thought of it by then, or jumped up and ran into my book room and looked, you know. Okay. So we're going to do, again, we're going to glue. This one's going to be a little taller because I'm not going to cut my thing. I'm going to fold the pockets up like I did with the others. I like that idea. I did not do that in the first video, and I really kind of think I should have now, because it does reinforce your bottom of your pocket. At least I don't think I thought of it then. Maybe I did. I don't know. Maybe I didn't watch enough of it to see, but I only watched the first few minutes just to kind of get a glimpse of what I did. And then I practice it real quick, and then I jump on here. That's how I do it every week, because I'm like, I just need reminded. It's like Tina said that one time. Sometimes you got to go back and watch yourself because you're not even really sure what you did. And that's very true. You got to like reteach yourself really quick how to do the piece. Yeah. Oh, this paper is old. Plus, it's old, cheap Harlequin paper. Remember the Harlequin paperbacks? That's all these were back in the day. And these are literally, I don't know when this one was written, but it's very old. If you read Barbara Cartland, you know what I mean. She was a mass producer of books. I don't even know how many books she wrote. Those people amaze me that can just write books their whole lives and write and write and write and write. It's amazing. Okay. So I'm just actually gonna fold. I'm not gonna do that all the way over because that was ridiculous. I'm just gonna fold it like, I think, no, I have to do the corner. There we go. I'm gonna do it from the corner and not go like I started to do. You do not need to do that. All right. Okay. Super fast, lots of fun. How are we going to decorate these? I don't know. I'm probably going to do this one though, or Well, I'm probably going to do this one because I'll have a little more room to decorate on this. Yep, there we go. And I'm going to just fold it over. How high do I want that? Maybe. Let's do a little more of a separation, and then we'll have a shorter pocket. It'll still be tall enough. Man, my fingers already have like rolling balls of glue on them. How do I manage that? Okay. I do like to make sure these are glued well because of that paper being so old. There we go. All right. So I never told you about our day because I was just going on and on about these. So we went, Cordy did not buy me a, yeah, I think I'm going to use this one, and, oh, that's too tall. I'm going to have to, I'll bring this one up like that. I kind of want the flowers to show. I don't want it to be so tall. It's already, how tall is this piece? Let me, where's my little ruler? I'll just use it. It's over 6 inches, so let's see, that's 6, it's about 7 inches. So the page is 8.5, so yeah, that's a bit high. We don't want, I could have brought this up a little bit more than I did. See, it's coming loose. That's the thing with this old paper. It doesn't want to stick as well. You got to really watch it. Anyway, he doesn't like to just like spend money for money's sake, right? And I appreciate that. I don't either. And I'm not a big Valentine's person, like get me flowers, get me chocolates, get me diamonds. I'm just not. I've never been. And so I'm going to go ahead and cut it at about right there. It's totally crooked. I'll have to fix that. Let's see. So that's 6 inches, and that's, oh, I can't do this. Let me have a ruler. I'm trying to do it. That's not going to come out right. Anyway, so we're not big on spending a ton of money on Valentine's Day, okay? We're just not. And so, but he was like, I'm going to take 8 inches. So my page is 8.5 inches high, so that'll be a tall one, but it'll fit. So he's like, what I was thinking was, how about if we go out for breakfast to Golden Corral, because we don't have one in Casa Grande anymore. I know that's not a big romantic restaurant, but we love Golden Corral, and we never get to go because they're all the way in Gilbert. And so we go like maybe once or twice a year. And we tried to go on, what was the holiday we tried to go on? Thanksgiving, I think? No. Yes, we tried to go on Thanksgiving, and we ended up at a Chinese seafood buffet because they were so packed out. Yeah, did not plan that well. So we went ahead, and today we went to Golden Corral for breakfast, and then he's like, how about we go to Golden Corral for breakfast, and then afterwards I take you to Hobby Lobby. What girl in her right mind is going to go turn down that date, right? So so that's what we did, and it was a wonderful meal. And then we went over and we went to Hobby Lobby, and my sweetheart, I don't know if I've posted the video yet, but I'm sure I probably posted it at the same time. If you haven't seen it, it's my Valentine's Day Hobby Lobby haul. Okay, so it'll be either up right after this one or before it. So anyway, it's like 10-12 minutes, but you get to see everything that he got me, and he is such a sweetheart. Oh my gosh, he's the best. And I did not do my thingy here. Shoot, I hate when I do that. Let's use the back side of this paper because it won't matter. That'll be fine. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, it was a wonderful day, but I am so tired because last night I went to bed and I could not sleep. I woke up like 3 hours into my sleep and it was over. Couldn't sleep. It was terrible. So I'm going to cut this, but I think I'm going to use my Pretty. my little flowery one. Make it a little more fancy, since this is the one I think I'm going to decorate. Yep. So that was our day. That was my Valentine's Day present. What do you guys think? I think it's an awesome present. This paper was a part of it. You'll get to see that pack. And I got 2 paper packs, and I got a bunch of art supplies. Got some fabric, which I'm really excited because I think I'm going to do a prayer journal, like I did before, with that blue flowery, really antique-y, vintage, old-looking country kind of fabric that I showed you the other day, and I said I was almost out of. You'll know when you see it. And so I think I'm going to use that. Now I'm looking here for my gold stick. I am going to use some gold on this one. Where is my gold stick? Pardon me, I've got a frog in my throat. I've had that cold all week, and it's been the most just, oh, there it is. It's like been this little irritating cold that doesn't seem to want to actually be a cold. I don't know. It's been so weird. I told Cordy I had that horrible, hard-hitting flu, and then I get this just frustrating little dumb cold that is literally, it was like it never took off, but it was there. I don't know how to explain it. It's the longest silly little head cold I think I've had in memory. I can't even remember the last time that I had it. Usually when I get a head cold, it hits me and I'm stuffed up and I can't taste my food. I mean, I guess I should appreciate that it didn't hit me that hard, but I was laughing because it's like the longest drawn out. It's been with me for over a week. I'm done with it kind of thing, because I'm like, gee whizzle sticks, I mean, either get sick or don't get sick. I don't feel sick, but yet I'm sneezing, I'm coughing, just enough for it to be aggravating. Guys, I hope you understand. I'm kind of ranting, I apologize. I met 2 different people today at my outing, a young lady at Hobby Lobby, and I met our server at the restaurant. She is also, they're both crafters, and the young lady at Hobby Lobby actually is thinking about doing her first junk journal. You don't meet a lot of fellow junk journalers out there, to be honest. I see a lot of blank stares when I tell people I make junk journals. And so when I told her, she's like, oh, I have been contemplating, I love junk journals, and I've been contemplating making one with my daughter. And I said, oh, honey, you need to do it. And she goes, how do you use them? What are they for? Are they for what I think? And she starts talking about memories. And I said, that's exactly what they're for. For me, that's my whole goal, is to give someone something that they're going to pass down in their family as an heirloom. And she said, that's exactly what I want it to be. And I said, well, I gave her my card, told her to join us here in the family, and told her to say hi if she does. And then the lady at the server at Golden Corral, she was super sweet lady, and she's like, oh my gosh, I would love to go hang out with you. And I said, well, come hang out with me on my channel. And I gave her a card. So hopefully her name's Billy, and the other girl, I can't think of her name, darn it, Elena or something like that. Real sweet girl. I told them both, say hi if you stop by. So just tossing a little gold on this one, and I am going to stamp it a little bit. I think I will. Let's see. With those flowers, I'm thinking I'll use my pretty, and do it in the walnut stain again, but I'm going to give it a little spritz. I'm going to be doing some, also I'm going to be making some, I mentioned it the other day, I think. I saw Barbara on 49 Dragonflies do it. She was making paper, dyeing paper with cabbage water, and it turned out such a beautiful blue. So I was thinking that would be perfect to go with this journal. Isn't that pretty? See, that just makes me go, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, I say. Let's see. And let's do this one. Just, oh, I did it upside down. Can you believe that? Of course you can. I can. So instead, we're gonna act like that didn't even happen. We're just gonna put a few words for the background. Yeah, there we go. It'll be fine. It will be fine. Now, how are we gonna decorate this one, girls? Let's see. I only made 3. Like I said, that's my goal. I'm not gonna do a ton, but that's okay. Right? It's okay. Now, this kind of pictures, I'm trying to figure out what, because I think I want a person on here. Of course, you know, I love to put people. I was thinking a background and then put, oh, that one would be pretty now. Let's see. Torn down. She might look really pretty on there. Just, and the color scheme is very similar. I don't want to cut a whole ton of this picture out because I like this background. Let's see what I can get away with, okay? Just going along this bottom here. I think I'm going to kind of tuck her into this corner. Gosh, for being as tired as I am, I'm not doing too bad. We need to bring it a little bit down more. Just a touch. Just a touch. There we go. Let's go ahead and burn the edges. I have still not been able, I'm going to have to order it on Amazon. Get my walnut stain. Remember I ordered the walnut stain and they sent me the espresso, the coffee. And it's so dark and different than walnut stain. I really love walnut stain alongside vintage photo as my norms, like the go-tos. Yeah, and they have not had walnut stain at any store I've been to. I still need to pull back a corner of that. I wonder if I just brought down this side a little bit more, I think it would do it. And still leave us trees in the background, you know. That'll do it. I think. I hope. Let's see. I mean, nope. Oop, it's still a little bit tall. I was trying to tuck it like right into that stamping, but I guess I'm going to have to cover it just a little bit. There we go. Good enough. Okay. She's beautiful. Isn't that a beautiful picture? I love that. I love that set so much. Now, what do we want to put with it? Oh, I love this stuff on everything. I'm thinking maybe gold along the edge, like up the side. No, because I could do it just down here. I'm going to decorate a little bit up here because I don't want it to just be the words. I'd like to have some type of, oh, you know what? We could do the edges like that and then do it under her and then have her sitting. Yeah, I like that. Of course you do, Tara. You love this stuff. You look for every excuse in the world to use it. It's just little Walmart, silly little Walmart netting, but it just flows with my work. I don't know why. It always has. I need to do this about 1 inch. I'm going to actually measure. I never measure anything, but I'm going to measure this. Or is it a 1/2 inch? I think it's a 1/2 inch. Yeah, it is. Oh, wait, width, Tara. Just over a 1/2 inch. It's about 1 inch and, or 3/4 of an inch. Just shy of it. Huh. Well, guess what? We're just going to eyeball it like I always do. I don't know why I'm making a big deal. About right there. I think that'll... I'm going to do it just under the gold line on those edges because I want the gold to show. I'm wondering if this is my last roll of that. I had 3 of them. It might be. It's very possible. I use it a lot. Okay. There we go. And the art glitter glue just, this stuff just stays with my art glitter glue, so it's perfect. Oh man, I cut that. Darn it. See. Goofball. Goofball. There we go. Sometimes I'm a nutter. There's one. And we'll do this one. I kind of want that to be on the inside of the gold. I didn't do it up here, but just shy of... Let's see. I'm uneven. Darn it. And I noticed something. I don't really have any gold right here. There. Okay, here we go. I'm still long. Look at that. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm good. I'm good. Anyway. See, again, I'm just going to go under the gold. Inside of it. And there we go. I hope. Let's see. I've gotten pretty good at eyeballing this particular one because I use it so much. And it doesn't come up when you press on it either, so it just glues down really nice. So if you see this, it's from Walmart. Super simple little cheap metallic web is what it's called, if you can see. Right there, metallic web met gold. Metallic gold. So, okay. There we go. Let's put some glue on our girl here. Maybe let's do a little. Yeah, we need to do a little collaging behind her. We can't just not utilize any of our pretties for something like this. And we're going to put some lovely wording on here so that we don't want to lose that. Let's see. Got some of Tina's stuff maybe we'll use. I do believe I have new packages of goodies from Paper Studio, and I was thinking maybe something out of this would be pretty. I haven't taken them out yet and even looked at them, you guys. I did the videos. I need to get all the videos done. So I haven't even checked these out yet. Oh, look how cute these are, the stars. These are only $4.49, by the way, at Hobby Lobby if you haven't seen them. This is perfect color. Oh my gosh, thank you, Lord. I love when that happens, don't you? When things come together. Look at that little squirrel. So cute. Yeah, these are only $4.49, and you get a pack of 100. There's 2 of each in them, and they are, look at the books. Fun. This pack is awesome. Well, the butterfly is going on there. That is for sure. Oh my goodness. Little, is that a groundhog? Or is that a porcupine? Porcupine. Oh, and a rose. Get the pretty rose stamp. Yeah, these are some beautiful things here. So I was thinking we could do a little bit of Measure Your Life in Smiles. That's nice. There's a lot of pretty things in that original pack I bought as well. Oh, this one's Bloom. I like this. I'm just thinking of having stuff under her kind of, you know, I don't want to use the Bloom though because that's, you got to cover it. It's too big. Let's see. Do I have any small things in here in the other one? Oh, here you go. You are lovely. I think that one looks nice. I might just use that by itself. I'm just checking to make sure there's not 2 of them here because they are very well made. The Paper Studio is on a cardstock that's akin to thick. I started to say akin to something and I couldn't think of anything it was akin to, so I just used the word and didn't really need the word. So I'm going to frame our girl with some gold so she matches. Everything's got a matchy match. And we're going to do that as well on here. And then the butterfly, we're going to do him. And I think we will probably be done with this piece. I really don't think that it's going to need a whole lot more. I will be putting a diamante on our butterfly friend here because, you know, gotta have it. Got to have it. I'm thinking like next to the flower. I don't want it to cover the flower. So, what time is it? Oh, I'm doing good on time. I'm decorating. I've got things going and moving and shaking. And that means I'm going to be able to record our devotions. Praise God. If Monday's devotion is shorter, it's because Miss Tara is tired, and I apologize. It depends on the Lord, though. You know what? If it turns out to be longer, you'll know He put it on my heart and gave me the energy to do it. And He does that, right? So, praise God. That's for all my Kingdom Devotion viewers who jump back and forth from channel to channel. I love you guys. Let's see. And if you haven't visited us over at the Devotion channel, it's an encouraging way to start your day. And we'd love to have you. So there's a link in the About section of this channel if you want to find me. And it's also a link on my Facebook, my regular Facebook, and I'm easy to find. So you are lovely. Yes, she is, isn't she? I like the way this one turned out. You might be seeing this go into a book soon, a journal. I'm thinking, you guys all, by the way, thank you for your input about the shop. I agree with you guys. $60 a month is way too much to pay when you're not even sure you're going to make sales. I mean, one of you said she should give you the first, isn't this pretty? Look at that. She should give you the first month free. I completely agree because you need to get your name out there and your product, and it's crazy. But I am thinking that I'm going to do a table. Valerie, I'm going to need to talk to you about that, by the way, if you're watching. I think I'm going to do a table at our, we have this farmer's market thing that kind of travels around town every Saturday. I'm thinking about doing a table. And what do you guys think about the idea of selling pre-decorated, like what we make here, ephemera pieces? As, like, what do you think? Like $1, $50, $1, $2, 5 for, you know, 5 for 3, or, I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking about that and putting them in a container, and just if people want to go through them and look at them, they see something they like, and suggesting to them these are great to insert in your Bibles. These are fun to put into your journals. You could glue these in and have a pocket in your journal. You can give them as gifts. What do you think? Think people would like that? And just sell them cheap, because I've got so many pre-made, and yeah, it's like, and I thought maybe that would be another good, not just the journals, you know, the expensive items, but to actually have, you know, something that they could buy and afford, because it's just a little piece, you know, that is a couple of bucks, and maybe have, like, you know, 1 for $2, and then, you know, 5 for $3, 10 for $7, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because I have enough of them to sell them like that. So anyway, and let them make, like, pick the ones they want, their combinations, you know? What do you guys think? I value your opinion. And a lot of you have sold at so many shows. I never have. Honestly, I've just gone and been a visitor at shows, and I never sell my stuff like that. I've only sold my stuff in Etsy, and Etsy is not being very successful for me right now. So I just was thinking of ways to have a better turnout. So there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's mass make, and that you give these little babies a try. They're awesome ways to use your vintage books. Simplified pockets, double pocket, triple pocket, depending on how you glue it in. Of course, you can glue it in and open, leave that open. You know the drill. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging with me, and I will see you in the next video. God bless each and every one of you. Bye-bye.